What's up, everybody? It's been so long. Hope everybody's doing well. We had summer break. So I mean, summer break. It's actually winter break because it's flipping cold right now. It's been so long since I've done a video. Maybe some of you thought I was dead or something, but now I'm still alive. Just had a lot of things going on. I was working the whole time. And I was busy with some side quest too. But yeah, bro, it's been so long, it's been so damn long, and I hope everybody's doing well. I want to keep this video short. I don't want to drag it for too long because right now I'm currently on coffee. I'm on coffee right now. This is my baby right here. Let me show you real quick. This right here, this Nescafe Gold Espresso. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. You see this right here. This is my baby right here. My friend put me on. So throughout the holidays or my summer break, I was just drinking a lot of coffee, bro. Just after work, just focusing on my craft. My other craft that I'm currently, pursuing. So I was just trying to, better myself. Continuous betterment, basically continuous betterment. That's what the essence of the video is about today. So bro, one thing that I've learned about improvement is it's not promised that it's gonna be substantial or it's gonna be like major, at first. That's one thing we don't really get at first. Throughout this holidays, bro, I've been working most of the time, working out. I haven't been working out as much as I used to, when I was recording and stuff, like back 2 months ago or a month ago. I wasn't really working out, but I was doing calisthenics every once, while I was doing calisthenics every morning, doing push-ups, doing, just the regular, typical calisthenic workouts. I was doing that every single morning, and I felt like I was lacking as far as working out every single like I used to. I was lacking in that field. I was lacking big time. For like my muscle were just vanishing. So I felt like I was lacking, and it just made me feel bad. I'm like, bro, I'm not growing. I may be focusing, I may be working, sure. I may be focusing on my other craft, sure. But I'm not really growing as far as physically, because I'm a person who works out, as you know, I work out, I record and stuff. That made me feel kind of stagnant. And then there's some bad habits that I still struggle with. I try to be more productive. Don't get me wrong. I try to be like 100%, 1,000% productive as possible. By the times I find myself going on TikTok and I scroll, longer than I usually do, and I found myself feeling this pure sadness, melancholy just overwhelms me, and I don't really think properly, and I can't really be effective, efficient as I want to be, which can be a problem, which can disrupt your productivity. Back to the point of the video is creation and evolution. Basically, to create something, to craft, or to basically give birth, not literally, figuratively, give birth to something and then work on it, whatever it is, like pursuing something, and then to evolve, to evolve. From the beginning of time, the Bible tells us God created, the earth, created every single thing. From there till now, we've been evolving, bro. We've been evolving as far as the world, these buildings now, stuff are being created, are being manufactured every single day. Even as far as the way we view the world now, people are getting more smarter and smarter with the previous knowledge that was given to us. So we're growing, so what does that tell us? It tells us that continuous improvement every single day is what was meant for us. You know, Kaizen, a Japanese philosophy which I try to live by on a daily. It emphasizes continuous improvement every single day. That's what we need to focus on as humans, to improve, to better ourselves on a daily. Sure, you know, I may have physical toughness, you know. I think I've already conveyed that on my videos, you know, physical toughness, pushing past my limits. I've showed it to you guys, you know, to the videos. But if my mental toughness doesn't align with my physical toughness, I'm not doing anything. I'm just improving on one field, but then I'm like neglecting the other field, which is wrong. You know, which is wrong. We need to not optimize. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? This is a word. No, you know what? Forget it. But let's just use optimize for the lack of a better word. But actually, maximize. Yes, that's a word. Maximize. We used to maximize every field of ours. Maximize it to the fullest, as physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, be emotionally intelligent. Just evolve. You know, I'm 19 now. A few months ago, I was 18. I'm growing. I'm not going back. Like, I'm 19, I'm gonna go back to 18. No, I'm gonna get older. So what is it? Age should bring, as you grow older, you should get more knowledge too. You know, don't just stay stagnant or be complacent with where you are now. Be satisfied. No, that's one killer of success. Stagnation and complacency. That's what's gonna kill you. So try your, I hope you can see me. I don't know if I'm too close. Yeah, there you go. So try your utmost best to get closer, you know, align yourself, your inner self, you know, and grow. Growth is very important, you know. But let me just get you a book that I got from the library 2 days ago, and let me show the first chapter it talks about. Okay, this right here, it's called The Wealth Money Can Buy. Okay, beautiful book, bro. I recommend this. I haven't really read it yet, but from the, like, you know, the reviews I've seen on the net, and just from the first pages, bro, you can tell this right here is very valuable. You know, it's very valuable, and I'd recommend that we should get it. You know, I'm currently reading this, and as you can see, it's quite big. You know, but I'm also thinking of getting The Richest Man in Babylon. You know, those who know Jim Rohn should know that book because he's recommended it multiple times. So this is the book I'm reading, and let me just show you what the first chapter it's. You know, it's a very beautiful book, bro. You know, just chapter 1. Look, this chapter 1, the first form of wealth, the daily self-improvement habit, the wealth within you, your essence is your kingdom. Right? And then here it's kind of like a small summary. The daily self-improvement habit. This habit is based on the insight that humans are happiest and genuinely wealthiest when we are steadily realizing our personal gifts and primal talents. The regular pursuit of personal growth is one of your valuable assets. You see, amongst the others, which I'm gonna go into probably, like, when I go back to, you know, recording, when I go throughout, when I go and you know, speak about the other, you know, forms of wealth. All right, so back to the nitty gritty of the video. So, bro, we just need to evolve. You know, that's what I just wanted to say, to evolve, because throughout the holidays, you know, spending my time working most of the time and being exhausted every time after work, drinking the coffee, becoming a coffee fiend now. You know, I'm drinking a lot of coffee. I'm becoming a coffee fiend at this point because of my homie. So I blame him for that. So it made me realize that there's so much I need to do, and to be in a world that it's, I don't want to say heading to distraction, but you need to be informed, and you need to be equipped mentally, physically, and spiritually as well. Equip yourself spiritually by getting close to God. Jesus Christ, He's the only way. Get closer to Him. Rebuild that relationship that you've lost. That's one thing. That's the path I'm currently on. I'm not saying I have the best relationship with Jesus Christ, no, but I want to have that relationship in order for me to fortify myself spiritually, to fight off spiritual warfare, because there are certain things we're gonna fight, like physically. It's only fought spiritually, and we are not the best, or we're not strongest spiritually. Some of us are, some of us aren't. So the best way to fight or to fortify ourselves is with Jesus Christ. Physically, work out. That's what this channel is about, working out. You physically training your body to endure any physical pain, and it's also kind of creates mental toughness, sorry. So that's what we need to focus on, physical, your vitality, being strong, and being able to do whatever you want. You don't want to be like 30 or 50 or 40. You're unable to do certain things, or you have some kind of sickness that could have been prevented if you took care of your body when you were younger. What you eat. Fasting also is very good for you. It helps cleanse your body, remove, there's certain things that we eat. When we eat food, certain things stays in our body, So fasting, I recommend that too. And what else? Mentally, read books. I started reading books like last year. I used to read books like when I was a kid, but then it was just for fun. Now I have a purpose while I'm reading books, to gain some kind of knowledge or some insight from it. So I recommend reading books. Also, I recommend also, what else was I talking about? Yes, mentally grow, physically, spiritually grow. Just better yourself as a person, so in order for you to prepare yourself for life. Whether you're old already, whether you like my age, whether you're younger, just equip yourself with these things. We've seen this, it's been spoken about like on the media, but some of us, you get motivated for a few minutes. Maybe while I'm talking, you're being motivated as I speak, but it only lasts momentarily. It's now up to you now. You can maybe watch this video over and over again so you can apply it. That's what I'm trying to do. This video that I'm recording, I'm not watching myself so I can apply it. I'm not watching myself so I can apply it on my daily routine. Apply it, and to incrementally grow every single day. That's the purpose. So I think I've spoken enough. I'm gonna go back to recording again, and just with a new perspective, a new approach to life, and removing, decluttering anything that may hinder or that may disrupt the growth. That's one thing we need to focus on. It's not going to be an easy path. I know it's not going to be an easy path. I'm fully aware of that. But my determination, my commitment, I'm devoted to the craft. I'm devoted to the path. That's what's going to keep me going. So I highly recommend that you apply this, bro. I'm gonna apply it myself, and I'm gonna apply it, and hopefully I'm gonna promote this video to get to as many people as possible, so that they can get, even if they don't apply everything, but they get at least a fragment of what I've just said and applied. Because this comes from accumulated knowledge that I've gotten from books, from videos, from stuff that I've learned from the Bible. All these sources is going to create a better character. The character that you want to embody, you need to focus on it. Focus on it. That's the only way we're going to grow. I wasn't really going to make this video, and I'm glad I did, because I just sense this clarity when I'm talking. I can think properly, and also because I don't really have food within me right now. I'm fasting for 3 days, for spiritual and for some physical purposes. I'm fasting for 3 days. Actually, it's yesterday, because we're already Tuesday. It was Monday. We're already midnight as I'm recording this. So yesterday I didn't eat anything. I just drank coffee. I'm drinking liquid, but I'm not eating anything. I drink coffee and some tea. That's all I had today as well. Same thing tomorrow. You see, just to have mental clarity and to kind of like just remove, as I spoke about fasting, how to remove certain things in your body, etc. and etc. So that's what I think you guys should do. And thank you guys for watching. And for the people who's been here with me from day one, you know, you've seen me grow, you've seen my hair. Bro, look at my hair, but my hair really looks terrible. You know, and it's very cold out here, and my hair has grown. People who have been watching me from the first video that I made, you know, you've seen how I had a lot of hair, so I cut it all off and it's growing again. You know, so you've seen me grow, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. And I hope God helps us get what we want, just the character we want to embody, you know, and carry ourselves in a mannerism that is more purposeful, in a mannerism that is more delightful, basically, you know. So I appreciate you guys. May God help both of us, you know, whether you're a man or woman, may God help both of us to, you know, better ourselves. That's what you need to do. In the world where we're living now, where so much wickedness, so much evilness, you know, is being spread or is being preached, is being shown, these bad emotions, lust, all these things that the enemy uses as tools to control us, bro, we need to remove it, declutter it, and focus on the important things, improvements, getting closer to God, eating healthy, to working out, to reading books, working on something that's going to help you be financially abundant, financially stable in the future, financially free, you know, stuff like that. So you shouldn't be dependent on the matrix, dependent on the stuff that the government or, you know, just the world will put on you. You know, just work on something. Don't make money a slave, no, but use it as a tool to be financially free, financially abundant, financially stable, you know. So that's the end of the video, guys, because I feel like I'm gonna talk with so much clarity, so I can just talk, you know, on and on and on and on, you know, and that will defeat the point of the intro where I said I'll keep it short. You get me? So I appreciate you guys. I actually wanted to do 4 arms, you know, but then I've already made this video long enough, and I'll start recording tomorrow. I'm just scared. I'm going back to school, but I'm still working, but working won't be as much, so I'll have time to record again and have time to, you know, connect with you guys, the audience, and see growth. That's what we're aiming for. So thank you guys for watching. May God help us. May God help us, and He will. All right. Thank you guys. All right.